Good morning, friend. I am Neeraj Kumar Dinkar. Today, we will discuss about the stress management. You know that at when the problems facing in day in life, it and every people are facing the stress due to problem is their anxiety, due to you can say due to resource of coping with them with experience, anxiety, anger, stress, fear, and irritability and frustrations, and ultimately we feel stress because uh, because of each and every people's in life facing the stress. Nowadays peoples are peoples are face that stress problem, and that are impact on health. So that is very important part of stress management, which are occupational who are occupational in a professional and private job. So that is a very important because of I am also facing that problem in our life. So but we as a we are a safety professional, then you must be think about the stress because of that is linked with the health. So we should care how to we should care how to resolve, how to exit from the stress in your life, because of that is very bad impact on your life. So this cause increase and excretions of chemicals which lead to rise the cholesterol level and blood pressures and dispositions of arteries. Once we can say, if you are feeling the stress, then your minds will be very tired. That time sometimes the minds will be not effort to not think about the positive. You can face the problem high blood pressure and your dispositions in arteries, and also your cholesterol will be high. So that is very difficult. Nowadays people are heart attack because of that are reasons for reasons behind the story. So we must be know. So that is very important for your safety, for your family safety. You must be aware about the stress, that the reasons behind the stress. First is there social and family, social and family, and second is there political, and third is their physical and physiological, and fourth is their moral value, and fifth is social, and sixth is economic, and seventh is occupational. That are all are following regions of stress in your life. So that is very that are following the stress are following that that we have which are we have discussed: the social, family, political, physical, physiological, moral, social, and economic, and occupational, that are flowing the stress. So behind the reason, what is the reason of stress? We can say change requiring new skill. If you want become a change your job and change your concept requiring job, and you can say if you are working a doctor and again you are going to do that some another professionals, you want to other professionalist, then there are create a stress, there are create a workload. there are create of lot of effort by you. Suppose that if you are a safety professional, if you are working at a private sector, then always you know that if you are jump and you are left the company and join in other organizations, there are a required the skills develop. Whatever you are doing another's work, there are change your entire management. So there are a create a stress, and that is a reason of stress. Next is attitude of your boss. Nowadays people are facing lot of problems because of boss are treating, and boss attitude is not like. So that is a reasons behind the stress in your life. That is a fact. You know that if you are working, then always you know that what is the reason behind the stress, because of the boss are threatening to junior staff, because they want to work on time to time. So that is the reason, some political, some personal, some others. So that are reasons behind the stress. Next, we have subordinate who are not competent. Subordinate who are incompetent. If you are working a professional, then your junior staff incompetent, then what are doing? That is a reasons behind the stress. Because of I know that if you are hiring the staff, if you are going to hiring safety staff, then you must be check your his quality, because of that is reasons behind the stress. If you have hired without any interview, then maybe they are incompetent, then that is a reasons behind the stress in occupational health, occupational life, which are doing the any job. Next is the colleges who do not cooperate. Your colleagues, your staffs not support to you, that is behind of stress. If you are working, suppose that I am working a safety profession, for example, share with you, so you can understood what is the reason behind the stress. I am working a safety management positions. Under my staffs, there are many staff, approx 2 projects I am looking, there are approx 45 staff are there, all are competent. Some peoples are not support me, then what is that is the reasons behind the stress. Because if they are not supporting to me, because we cannot do the any work, because of I am a manager, we cannot work on, because of needs to be support the coordinated staff. If staff are not supporting to you, that is reasons of stress. Next is poor administrations and bureaucracy. Poor administrations means if you have working in organizations, there are lack of administrations. You don't have tea, you don't have coffee, you don't have break, you don't have stationary materials, you don't have timely payments, you don't have any traveling allowance and other things, whatever the need and expectations to staffs, they are not happy, because that is reasons behind the stress. Always you feel that if you have joined to other organizations and working with organizations, there are no administrative controls, then you can also create, there are creations of stress, because each and every time think about no water, the drinking water are there, what is the reason, what I am doing. So that is a reasons behind the stress. Next we have discussed about the socializations during the work. Socializations means entire, that is a call family, because if you are working in your project, there are many people are working niche, and that called socializations need to be everyone's is familiar make a familiar, and that peoples are doing, they are nowadays right now peoples are doing criticism. So need to be good socializations and every familiar do the do the familiar's work as a familiar, then we can grow. If there are some critical some gap, that is a reasons behind the stress. Next we have the discuss impracticals impracticals deadline and target. That is the most of effective reasons are there in our project and others private sector, because of time, incompetent time in times, we can say impractical deadlines and target. If you want, if any work because of time are set, if you are going to born children, then needs to be 9 months, correct? 9 months. If you want to become children and you want to be, children within 6 months, that is not possible, because of that there are defined of timeline. So that is examples for you. You should understood that each and every timelines must be there, and timelines and target. But nowadays people are doing unethical timeline are there. 1 month you want to work within week, that is not possible. That is reasons behind the stress. Nowadays each and every organization doing same. So that is behind of stress. Next is there, and next is there improper work in environments. Nowadays people are doing, environment is very important. If you are doing make a good environment, there are stress free. If you are, there are lot of problems, there are accidental happen, there are no safety measures, there are no materials, no quality, then your stress, no housekeeping. So that is that is reasons behind the stress in your organization. Then improves inadequate rewards. Inadequate rewards matlab means you can show needs. If persons are doing hard work, then you must be recognize them, reward them. If you are not rewarding, if you have not any increment and other things, so that is a reasons behind the stress. If you are doing the hard work every year, and in the end of years March there are no increments, no incentive, that is reasons behind the stress. So guys, this is very important topic today we are going to discuss. And overloading long working hours, that is also one reason. Last reasons is there, overloading. Suppose that if company organizations are defined only for 8 hours, you are going to work or taking work from the junior staffs 10 hours and 12 hours, that is behind the reason. Unclear authorities, there are lot of consequences. If you are working a professional, there one project manager, general manager is senior managers, all are bosses. So there are lack of clarity. So that is must be defined. That is a reasons behind the stress. So guys, next topic are there stress relieving technique. How to relieve your stress in your life, in your occupational life. That is very important part for your safety and your health. First is get back in control. Get back in control, one of main cause of stress, feeling of lack concentrations, lack of control in situations you cannot adapt it following the way. First, organize your workplace, learn additional skill, giving more responsibility. That is a technique of reduce your stress. Give more responsibility to the junior to the staff, and take more responsibility if and pre-plans to work. And second is the organize your workplace. Each and every person must be responsible on your whatever the responsibility you are given. Next, prepares beforehand. If beforehand means planning and prepares beforehand go long way toward the achieving the your stress to try practice time management. Suppose that because of behind the reason of stress you are not preparing of work. If you want to become a manager's person, then you must be prepared. If you are going to attend the interview, then you must be prepared whatever the questions may be asked. Then you should go to interview. That is a management of stress. If you have not read, if you are not studying, then you are going to interview. There are you are failed in interview, and the reasons behind that you are not prepared. So time management is very important and must be prepared each and every task in your daily life. That is a technique of stress management. Next, controls negative thought. Nowadays people are thinking only for negative thought instead of positive thought. So needs to be remove negative thought in your mind that is impacting on your minds, and minds will be tired and that cannot able to think positive. So you must be remove and remove negative thought in your minds. Try to if you are thinking negative mind, try to disattach whatever the observe. If you are observe, so there are some problems. Disattach means you can say following the steps controls negative thought. Disattach, see what the thought are going on your mind. Suppose that I am thinking that they are doing something wrong. So disattach means don't think about this problems because of this is not under your control. That is a reason for stress management. And identify dominating negative thought and analyze the whether the negative thought relations or not. If you are thinking negative thought, must be considered that is related your work? No. If you are not related to your work, then why you are thinking? That is a management of your minds and how to control your minds. And next, relaxations and exercise. Sometimes people are doing hard work. People are doing the very long term work. So relaxations sometimes must be relaxations. Suppose that I am a example share with you. I am working 7 days, 6 days, but you must be relaxation. Sometimes you go to your family and take eat the pani puri your family, and you can go some places where are you can enjoy it. Because of my wife also telling you I want to go Goa, but I am not able to go Goa, but I am try to go some nearest temples, some nearest beach, some nearest area. So that is a relaxes your mind. If you want relax your mind, you can listen music, you can listen bhajan, you can go to listen kirtans. That is a relaxations your minds. Next is their physical exercise very helpful to you control your stress. If you want to stress free, reduce your stress, then you must be 10 and 50 minutes must be you do the yoga in your early mornings. You can walk, you can go some exercise, you can go some play the cricket, you can go some sometimes play game, you can go with your family, you can enjoy to somewhere. If you want if you are able to go Goa, then you can go Goa with your family, enjoy that life. That is a part of life, that is a part of reduce your stress management in your life. So guys, today we have discussed about very good things, but not completed at all, stress management. And yes, tomorrow we will discuss about the same stress management. Thanks for watching my video, guys. That is my best effort to give you. If you are understood that, then please like my videos. Thanks for watching my video.